We'll talk about that a little bit later. First off, boys, what we're going to do here is we're going to get straight into last week's game. Sunderland, of course.
We get the lead, and it's so good to be in the lead.
Performance, but I thought we played well enough to win the game.
I don't know. I think Sunderland, and let's go back to Swansea, Hull and Arsenal. I think teams are sitting off us now and letting us have the ball because they know we'll make an error defensively, and that's when they will take their chance and score. And it's happening. We did it against Arsenal. We were played quite well, and then, like you've said, we threw one in the net for them. And I think teams have caught on to the fact that we're that poor, we're that fragile in confidence that we'll concede one, the heads go down, etc. And I think it looked better than it was because Sunderland let us have the ball.
I mean, that was a case of just two poor teams, Tom, wasn't it? You know what I mean?
I think it was. I mean, they were really, we sort of earmarked as our bread and butter points to be winning those games, and it's sort of been the same story all season long, where it's just careless mistakes that can be avoided, and it just, I think the game against Sunderland this weekend has just sort of just showed how bad our season's been. It was just same mistakes, different week, really.
I don't know what you boys think. I just can't wait for the season to end.
Oh yeah.
Just get the points we need to cement our place. And then, it's just been, when you think about it, it's been problem after problem after problem. And when you think about the season as a whole, we've probably had one good month. I think January was our good month.
And that was after the spur of Pyatt leaving and sort of that unity.
Even the good month, you still had issues, you still had stuff going on. And the transfer market was still poor, Pyatt was still going on. So even though the results were going okay and performances were okay, there were still problems. And this season's been quite weird because there's been problems on the pitch, in the boardroom, with the manager, with his staff. There's problems all over the club, and it's...
Our poor season started the minute last season ended. Summer was poor. It's just all poor. And I tell you what, where the bottle job thing came from, it's all started since Watford, if you think about it. That horrible Watford game where that Pyatt Rabona bottled it. Yeah, it's been going on from then on.
Do you know what? I'll book you right. I pinpointed that moment myself, because you think about Watford.
And that was the minute you saw heads go down. Yeah. The new signings in the team, heads went down as soon as they started conceding goals. Heads went down. It started at the Watford game. That's when I've sort of marked it in my head. That's when it started happening for me.
I think it was a combination of things. I think it was 2-0 up, and we started to showboat stupidly. And I think since then, and then that's what Watford said. I'm not having these taking a fucking piss out of me. Oh, excuse me for swearing. I'm not having these taking a piss out of me. And ever since then, it's just gone down and down. And the only month where we needed it to be bad, where it might have got these people to start to think about investing, is January, and we started having a good month. Yeah. And it was, it's just been poor all round. The season's been poor. The game, I mean, itself, 5 minutes in, we was 1-0 up. Bit of a miss kick by Carroll. Ayew slots it in, it's a lovely goal. Apparently he's injured himself doing that. Yeah. In 5 minutes.
I think that
West Ham and injuries.
Well. I think that lies on Bilic as well, to be understanding why he's then continued if he knew that he'd done something. But
how do you know if he knew? Did anyone see Carroll say, "Oh, I'm injured"? Carroll's the type of bloke who will battle on, even if he is injured, he will still play.
So I spoke to a few people. Carroll's not your average player. He's up for every ball in the air. He's flinging himself around the pitch. Being a 6 foot whatever he is, going up for that many things against that many physical people, it's only natural to pick up knocks and injuries.
Did any of us notice in the rest of his performance in that game? Did any of us think he's got an injury, he needs to come off? No, we were all thinking, why is he gone off? Yeah. Why is he gone off? So I think it would be harsh to pin that one on the manager personally with Carroll, but it's just, like you said, it's just another injury. It's not a big game today, but we could probably do with getting something just to sort of keep the crowd relaxed a little bit and stop us getting nervous again. We're missing our striker.
Well, you can see, I mean, the first goal that they scored, I mean, was it a foul, wasn't it a foul? Does it matter? Should the goalkeeper be bullied by a player like that on the line? You know what I mean?
For me, it's questionable. It happened against the game at United, was it last season? And Schweinsteiger had bundled into Randolph again. And that one, a lot of people said it was a foul.
I thought it was a foul.
Yeah, so therefore, that one...
Ryan didn't think it was a foul on the day.
Really?
Wait.
Last season, Schweinsteiger.
He's running that way.
Yeah, but I thought it was a foul there. But I can see why he went over there. I mean, he absolutely bundled him in there.
The problem is, I think this actually goes back to your Watford point about how Watford thought we were taking the piss.
Yep.
what worried me about that goal was everyone accepted it. The whole team. Randolph just lay on the ground.
Yeah.
This is where you need characters to get in the referee. You don't want to see people crowding the referee. This is where you should be in the referee's face going, "What are you doing, ref? Our keeper's just got through."
Yeah.
Someone should, I don't know. Someone should be grabbing.
Last season, anyone got involved with the keeper, the ref would blow. It'd be a free kick.
But I'm of that old school mentality. The goalkeeper, he's standing on the line, and a guy's bundling his body into you. Get him out of the way.
Yeah.
Kick him if you have to. Yeah. The goalkeeper's not going to say nothing because he's going to say it's a 50-50. Yeah. Clatter him. Absolutely clatter him. And not only that, there's 3 people that let the ball just whiz past their heads anyway, and it's gone in the far corner. I thought it was a foul. He should have clattered him. For me, that's a Randolph mistake.
Yeah.
For me.
I think there's a lot of errors there.
Quite a few.
As well, but
quite a few.
I think last 2 weeks, last 3 weeks, Randolph's found himself at fault. And if you've given him his chance, at the time he deserved his chance, 100%. Everyone knew it. But now, you put Adrian, he's been your first team keeper for a very long time.
That reminds me, the big debate this week. If you go on to Hammer's Chat, we're trying to get it up on West Ham fan TVs, but it's not working for some reason. Who should be starting in goal for West Ham? The big debate this week, is it Randolph or is it Adrian? Go on Hammer's Chat's Twitter to vote, and we'll be looking at them results during the show. Let's go back. Right, you got the 2 goals conceded there. We're leading up to Sunderland. The Sako debate. He didn't travel. He's just come back. He didn't travel. A lot of whispers during the week during the day, that it was a falling out. Bilic has come out in the week and said it wasn't a falling out. I mean, I tend to believe it was. To be honest, it's not. It wouldn't be his first. Would it?
From what I've heard about Sako and just some of his antics, I don't think he's going to be here next year. And I think I
hope he's not, actually.
But to me, I do understand his point. If he does just want to play for us, to maybe earn himself a move in the summer, and then being told, "Oh yeah, you're not playing today," or if he is fully fit, I understand his frustration. But you don't fall out.
If you're just coming back from a year-long injury though, and you're going into a football club and a manager's office and saying, "I'm playing today," and he's saying, "Well, no, actually, you're not." You know.
Yeah.
That Lionel Messi wouldn't be able to do that. No. You know what I mean? And you've got to understand.
But then again, Bilic played Antonio 2 weeks after a hamstring.
Yeah, I understand, and it's backfired.
But the difference is, though, Antonio's wasn't a year-long injury, was it? Yeah. Antonio was out for 3 or 4 weeks, etc. Yeah. And Antonio deserves to come back in when he's fit. Yeah. He deserves it. Yeah. Sako, to me, doesn't deserve to come straight back into the team. But the problem, going back to your initial question, the problem for me is the fact it's come out.
Yeah.
Why is this getting leaked? You know why? Bilic and Sako have tried to keep this. They've tried to keep this behind doors.
There's more leaks in his club than a Titanic.
But they've tried to keep this behind doors. And in his press conference, that's why he denied it. It's what you should do. But the problem is, someone's telling people what's going on like this, and it's coming out. We shouldn't know about stuff like this. It probably happens in other clubs. Arguments with managers and players about who's playing and who's not. I don't think there's going to be many footballers happy not to be playing football. The problem is, whenever one of our players kick up a stink about not playing, we don't know about it. And that's what's worrying me, really, whether or not you think Sako should be starting. The worrying thing for me is we know about it.
Yeah, well, it was denied in a week, Tom.
Yeah.
But the Carroll injury, the Everton game, he obviously don't fancy Caleri.
But I've read in multiple places that we might be keeping him at the end of the season because he does see some type of potential in it. And to be fair, if he's putting him on what game is it? Swansea. If he's putting him on at Swansea over anyone else he has on the bench, surely he has a little bit of a thought.
Exactly, but he played. Well, I think he was probably one of his better games in a West Ham shirt was against Swansea. Obviously, I know he squandered his one-on-one chance like he has done most of the season when he's had that opportunity. But why wait till the 99th minute, especially him praising him midweek in the press conference? Why he's waiting until the 99th minute to bring him on to make an impact? I think he probably deserved his chance to come on 20-30 minutes earlier, probably for Carroll if we know that he was injured. But if he wants to keep him on for next season, he can't be doing his confidence much good knowing that he's sat on the bench for all that time and then to be told, oh, well, you're coming on in the 99th minute with 30 seconds left to go. It baffles me the way that we've dealt with him this season.
I think we've got a bit of a problem dealing with players in general, because I think we cut bridges and burn bridges too quickly for me. Like when they get a new striker in, like the Sako thing. For me, it was I don't believe that he should be making a fuss like that, but he was our best striker. He's probably our best goal scorer.
That's why I feel like there's a lot of pressure from not only the team and the position we're in, but also the fans. The fans West Ham fans are so vocal in the fact that they're like,
in my opinion, it's good to see he's back, but I don't think you need to get him quoting the fact that I am 100% fit to play. Then he came on against Arsenal, he barely moved.
Yeah, offside.
Everyone could see he was
times.
unfit. But the point is, prior to that, there was articles on our own official website saying that he's fit to play. Sako himself saying it's up to the manager to pick me. And when our manager's under pressure already, I think that's the type of thing that he could probably do without. He could do it a favour from people at our club to sort of keep the pressure off his shoulders and let him worry about the playing squad instead of going into a press conference getting asked about a punch up with Sako. It's just turmoil, really.
Yeah. Well, hopefully he gets sorted out. He's in the squad today, so. Yeah.
What you said about the bridges is right, because today we've got no Sam by him, and Arbeloa can't play because we're behind that bridge.
Anyway, 2-2. It was Collins got one, and then we chucked another one in our own net again. Randolph, which leads me to believe that Adrian should be playing. Byram sent off. What was it? 80th minute. 80th minute. I mean, is that just petulance? Did he need to do it at the time?
Probably not, because I mean, the first yellow card that he had, he could have quite easily avoided. The ball was just going out; it wasn't going anywhere. I think he had that. We mentioned on the review of the show. I think at the time we said, when he come from Leeds, he was already on sort of 9 yellow cards. He was banned. I think for one of those first games after he made his debut, and he still has that sort of petulance, and he's not got sort of an older head on his shoulders yet, and he seems to make a rash challenge, or he picks up yellow cards here and there where he could easily avoided it.
Do you think it reiterates the need for a new right back in the summer? Experience.
I think even though he should have known the situation that we were in at the time and the magnitude of the game, because he would have known in his head that we needed 3 points to pretty much secure our safety that weekend. So it's disappointing that he's not had game management, or he's known in his head that he should be making rash challenges like that. But I think this is where the call for a more experienced right back.
From Byram's point of view, he could argue, rightly or wrongly in our opinion, that he took one for the team.
This is what I was just about to say.
I was just about to say.
In my view of watching the game, I think if he had avoided his earlier yellow card, it was the perfect, because they was on at that time, them last 10 minutes was shaky. I thought we was going to lose the game in the last 10 minutes. That counter-attack could have been the 3-2. So I was like, fair play.
Take the yellow card for that one, but the earlier one,
where
the ball was going nowhere and he's
just shows naivety.
If he, like he said, if he hadn't picked that one up, it's a perfect challenge, because it stopped it all dead.
I actually think we need to do more, not red card tackles, but I think we need to do more of these professional fouls. How many times this season have we been counter-attacked? And it goes in, and when you rewind it, there's 2 or 3 opportunities someone could trip up a player and just give away a free kick.
In the centre circle,
When you look at our bookings, I don't know the stats off the top of my head, but I'll ask you as a question, a little quiz for you. Our top 3 yellow cards this season, who's got them?
Noble.
Byram.
I'd say Obia.
No, I reckon it's one of the centre forwards. I reckon
I was going to say Carroll. Noble, Carroll.
Noble, Antonio and Lanzini.
Oh, really?
2 attacking midfielders who know what it's like to be tripped up when you're counter-attacking. They know when to commit fouls. They do it. Lanzini does it a lot. He will take a foul and stop counter-attack. Our sort of defensive play don't really do that enough for me.
So, look, summarise, was we happy with the performance last week?
No, not at all. We should have known the magnitude of that game and what it was worth to us to just secure safety, knowing that we've got a tough run in the next couple of weeks.
But then again, I thought that the general team performance, I thought we was let down by the keeper in that one. I do think we was let down. Like that last goal, it should have been 2-1 if you really think about it.
As poor as we were, I think we've done enough.
No, that's it. Yeah, I think
we've done enough to win the game.
I think we deserve to win that game.
As good as you're going to get with a patched up squad and a team low in confidence.
You know what I think the problem is with us is when we're 1-0 up, we're not going for the jugular.
No.
It looks nervy, it looks, hopefully they can sort of
that's what you do when you're at the bottom of the
league. I guess so, but, we're pretty much safe now. I can't see Swansea getting another 3 wins, 4 wins from anywhere in the last 6 games, so, is it 5 games now, actually, isn't it? 5 games, I can't see them getting 3 wins, but someone will. It's always, it says it at the it's written in the script at the end of the season. Someone will start to pick up them stupid wins, and we do have to look after our show. But I think we've done enough now, and hopefully that relaxes the squad a little bit. So let's go on to today. We need some points again today.
Happy Lukaku day.
Everton, happy Lukaku day. A stat: Romelu Lukaku scored 9 in 9 against West Ham, and that is every game he's played for Everton. He's the curse.
I'm West Brom.
He never scored for West Brom.
Did he not?
No, he never. He got an assist. He never scored for West Brom.
Would you say he's a world-class striker? Because I say he belongs in a Champions League team.
He's absolutely.
He's on the brink of it, I think.
Yeah,
Mustard.
I think he is.
It's gone.
It's going. It's not gone yet.
Oh,
It's got like 10% left.
I've got my battery pack in my bag.
is it charging?
Don't think so.
We're live, you know.
Yeah, I've got a battery pack in my bag. It's in the other. Sorry about this.
Sorry about this.
There's
Yeah.
a battery
Is
pack
it not plugged in?
It's plugged in, but it keeps coming up. It's 20% now.
Do you
10%.
want me to quickly dip and get my thing?
Yeah, go on, mate. We'll have a swap over. Come in, Ryan.
Ryan.
Welcome, Ryan.
Not this from my house.
Could have drove one of the Swans. Yeah, 9-9. It's inevitable. They're like a curse of ours, Everton. Although in the last 6 games, 2 draws, 2 wins, 2 losses. So you know they've been very good this season.
Yeah,
Everton. They've vastly improved.
But that was at the Bowling. It's fresh here, so the records can
Worse here, mate.
Nah.
fresh slate.
Do you know what? Today's gonna. It's one of them games. I think if West Ham turn up, we can beat Everton, even though it's going to be tough. And I heard you saying about Adrian. Apparently, they've been setting up in training all week. The first team with him in goal.
Yeah.
So I think he's going to start today.
Yeah.
So, listen, whoever plays at the back today are going to have to earn their wages because Lukaku, you can't get. You see last week against Burnley, you can't get tight against him. He's going to turn you and he's going to score. So whoever starts at the back. But how do you think they're going to go? Do you think they're going to go 4-4-2? Do you think they're going to do 3-5?
I think they might do the 3.
Yeah,
I think they.
yeah.
I hope Snodgrass plays wing back. I was saying that earlier.
Masuaku as well left wing
Yeah.
back. Kyoto, Fernandez and who else in the middle? Lanzini, and then Ayew and Sako up front.
Yeah.
That's not a bad team.
No, it's a very good team.
On paper.
Yeah.
On paper, yeah, it's whether they work for each other.
Well, I think we could end up getting a win today. I'm confident. I'm saying it on camera now.
Yeah.
I think we're going to shock the world today. I think honestly.
I think they shocked the East London. Not
It shocked me as well. Anyway, it shocked me. I struggle to see any glimmer of hope today. I think we've got. If you took our starting 11 today and you made an 11 of players not playing today, I think the 11 that's not playing is probably stronger than the one that's starting. You know, Carroll, Antonio, Obi, and Ogbonna. It's no one's fault really. Well, it is, but it's just unfortunate. We've got so much injuries. So much injuries at once. It's just
give Everton some credit as well. I mean, they're on form at the moment and they're playing really well. I mean, they won't break the top 4, but
they are
pushed
pushing.
Arsenal out, didn't they?
Lukaku is world class.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah,
I'm telling you now.
No, he is.
He is. I believe he's probably, and he's going to be in the next couple of years, the most complete forward in the world.
Yeah.
He's got everything.
24,
he's 24 years old. He's got nearly. He's got 50 odd Premier League goals to his name. No, it might be even more than that. Yeah. He's fast. He can head the ball. He's strong. He's got pace. I can't. And to be honest with you, I'm really gutted because we had the opportunity to sign him, and it was only that Mourinho decided to keep him at Chelsea at the time that we didn't get him on loan, and then obviously would have turned into a permanent transfer.
I don't think there's many better strikers in the league. You name a better Premier League striker, Harry Kane, arguably.
Them two
are the
two.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be one of the most sought after players in the transfer
100%.
window.
But people are saying like he's worth 50 million. I think he's worth 100 million.
I think he
I
could.
do honestly.
You
24 years old.
You imagine what Pogba's a 100 million player.
He won't be far off the ball.
You see what Lukaku does for Everton. You take him away from Everton. Where are Everton in the league? He's got them so many points. World class striker.
Yeah, they're just a good team. They're just a good team. They have them little dips in form in the leagues. Like last year wasn't their best performances, but they're up there or thereabouts every year, aren't they? 6, and that's where we should be.
Yeah.
That's where we could be.
That's where we was pushing
I was
last
about to
season.
say what they're doing this season is what we hope we would be doing this season.
Yeah.
A little bit of youth in their team, nice football.
They're on the up as
results.
well as a club. I mean, they've got a great manager. They've got the stadium proposal. This looks like it's going through. So in 10 years' time, they could be a top 4 team. You know, they're
a bit of money.
Yeah, and the thing is, when you look at West
stuff.
Ham, like in London, we battle against so many teams. It's only Liverpool, Everton there, isn't it? So it's a little city, you know. So, but anyway, let's hope we turn them over today.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Stop praising Everton.
We was going to have a little game, but the iPad's not working. So I think we're going to wrap it up there, boys, for the first edition. Thank you so much for you, Ethan.
Nice.
Thanks for joining us, Gio.
Cheers, Nicky.
Ryan and Tom. Tom, you can come back in now, mate. Thanks for that. Thanks for getting the battery pack, by the way. Thanks very much for joining us on this edition, the first ever live stream. It's just a pilot. There's going to be more stuff integrated into it in the future, so keep on watching. Don't forget to go and follow us on Twitter. Oh, should we check the poll? Let's check the poll.
Prediction.
Yeah, let's do a prediction for today. Yeah. What do you reckon?
Heart 1-0 West Ham, Head 2-1 Everton.
1-0 West Ham. Right, I'm going to take that.
I'm going for a hard-fought 1-1 draw.
Oh.
Yeah.
2-0 Everton.
Oh.
I think
In that water.
I know.
I think
honestly, I think Lukaku's too good. He's a game changer.
I think
he's a game
the
changer.
Lukaku curse breaks today. We win 2-0. There's the poll.
I don't know about that.
Do you know what
telling
he
you.
did the Graham Norton show?
Yeah.
I remember once, right, about 15 years ago, I said one day we was going to beat West Brom 4-0 when they was top of the Championship, and I said, hey, it's going to happen. We went 3-0 up, but we lost 4-3. Anyway,
O'Neill, he was drunk, he went 4-0, we all laughed at him.
the results of the poll, Adrian's won it by 93%. He's definitely got to be in goal today. Anyway,
Until he drops a clanger in the 10th.
yeah. Get Randolph back on. Thank you very much for joining us on this edition of Thames Ironworks Breakfast Club. Thanks to the guests that have kindly come on today. Thanks for watching. Go and follow us on Twitter. Follow these boys as well. Twitter handle.
Bazinga.
Twitter handle.
Red Hammer 8.
West Ham Fair TV.
or Ryan Archer 84, is it? Go and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And boys, I've always wanted to do this with different people. There's one thing left to say. Come on, you eyes.